All right, welcome back to another video of Overreacting. No booker, but I go by the name of Eli. As always, we got Ace with us.
Yes, indeed. Have no fear. Your boy Ace is here.
Last but not least, we got Jew.
What it do? What it do? It's your boy Jew, and another episode of Overreacting. And Eli and Ace always capping. You know what I mean? That's my shit. That's gonna be my shit.
That's gonna be intro.
Yeah, man.
That shit trash.
It is pretty dirty.
I mean, that shit might be trash, but y'all niggas eat ass.
Yeah, he's gonna say something. I knew he was gonna say that dumbness. Like, you know what I mean? That's his go-to. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen, man. Anyway, yo, we got these clips that we want to get into. It was sent over to us by you guys, the viewers, and it's an interesting conversation.
Wait. Did he say y'all N-words he asked? That's what he said, right?
Nah, I said ninjas.
Nah.
Play back. Yo, put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat. Put y'all niggas eat ass.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He said it right. Oh, all right, shot.
Damn.
You over there looking like Donkey Kong.
yo. So we gonna get into these clips. We think it's kind of interesting. I know
we gotta stop starting the show like this, though.
Ace got a lot to say about this topic, so we gonna get into it.
A lot of heterosexual men don't like women for real. They don't. They like women sexually, but they don't like women. They're not attracted to what a woman is outside of her sexual organs. So then when we get into why a lot of men womanize, or why it's just they're minimizing a woman based off of who she slept with or who she potentially can sleep for, because it's like you haven't gained the appreciation of the wholeness of a woman yet, and what that wholeness of a woman can bring to your life. A lot of times we'll talk about strength and we'll say men are stronger than women, but that's because we value physical strength.
Don't be the dummy that take 30 years to figure out that these men don't like women, they like coochie. Well, how do you like coochie but don't like women? How you like getting paid but you hate that job?
What's your thoughts on this? And I do want to start here with Ace. Ironically, you know what I mean? It was Ace metaphor saying that men don't like women for women. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean? So
some would say you guys got more in common than balling and rhyming. I mean, you got the same name. Some may say you both panda.
Okay, all right, you got it. All right. They do say that. But yeah, I can see why some would say that women aren't liked in this generation outside of their sexual abilities. A lot of women in this generation, I would say they don't bring much to the proverbial table, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of women don't take the time to develop personality, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women that I interact with, you know what I mean, it's like all they have to offer is a sexual favor. You know what I'm saying? Like
Great point.
They're not pleasant to be around. They're not funny. They don't want to do the same things that you want to do. They want you to do the things they want to do, which don't really be entertaining. So I could see where he's coming from when he says that. But a woman that's basking in her femininity, she sets herself aside from these women, and she's not in this class of women that we're talking about. But that is a special woman, especially in these times.
Jew, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with Ace, and I agree with our Ace.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure it was Ace.
But yeah, I mean, I don't want to say he's completely wrong, because the other Ace, I don't want to say that he's completely wrong, because because the fact that women only lead with sex, that's the reason why, we look for that only. You know what I'm saying?
Some women.
I mean, some women, yes. And damn near might say most women. Don't shoot me. But the thing is, when men ask women outside of your beauty, outside of this, outside of that, they don't even know the answer to it. So how would you expect a man to see you outside of something that, if that's all you think you possess? You get what I'm saying? Do you realize the difference between a relationship between a man and a woman that's not in a relationship than the one that is in a relationship? I have homegirls. I love being around them. They cool. We could joke around.
Yeah.
But and my relationship is good, but when you are in a relationship, the balance is different. You don't get the same woman that most men have friends with as women than the relationship that most men have with women.
So you're saying that a woman, she's different with her like a male friend, like you saying?
Yeah, a male friend, yeah.
That she would be in a relationship.
Yeah, because even like how they give the side dudes more action, they would say, oh, the side dudes deserve a threesome.
Yeah.
Or they homeboy, they could buy dinner for. They man, he got to pay all the bills, but they'll go pay for. It's just different.
Yeah.
And that's not how it should be. So because it's presented like that, that's the reason why they would only think that men only care about sex, because that's all they offer to the men they in relationships with.
And then you got the women that's like some of the women that we've been reacting to. We should be shaming these men. We should be humbling these men. Like what else would you be good for outside of? I mean, your mindset is so shot. It's like you bring no other value than your body.
That's to you, the one that said it, and the one that's in the comments agreeing with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with both of you. I think throughout the last couple of decades, women have done a great job at just only portraying that they only good for sex. You know, they haven't. There's really no personality. They have made their whole personality hating men. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Being strong, independent, and not needing a man.
Right.
And to the point where you look and they only are advertising sex. So then now you're upset because that's all men see you for. That's all you have been advertising yourself as of recently. Yeah. So I do agree with the other ace to an extent, but I think he's trying to paint it in a disingenuous way because he's trying to also associate that with misandry. So I'm gonna beat you up, I'm gonna hurt you because I don't agree with that. Like, you know, he's going to a whole pandering side that going to want to hear. I don't agree with that. I think that women, you know, just haven't been doing a good job at leading with other qualities outside of sex. You know what I mean? And you can't fault the men at, you know, only seeing you as such if that's all you have to offer. You know what I mean? I think you have to do a better job at displaying what other, like Juby said, like we went viral with you saying, what other qualities do you bring to this table? Because we talking about how, you know, women and children are very synonymous. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They almost identical at this point. So it's like, what are we really getting? You know, y'all gonna say y'all womb. That's what they're gonna say. Oh, we can birth your baby. That's sex. You know, oh, we can have sex. Like, everything comes down to your body, and then you don't want to be objectified. So, you know, I don't want women to look at, oh, they always talking about men. This is an actual direct. They always talk about women. This is an actual direct call and response because women have been saying this. Very vocal about men only wanting them for one thing. And I do want to flip the script.
Wait, before you flip the script, I just want to say this. Remind me, you know, when women say that men they want to call us gay because we prefer to hang with our homeboys rather than them in a relationship. And this goes back to the same issue. You know what I'm saying? Are you fun to be around? Like, you know what I mean? Do you present a space where a man wants to, you know what I mean, where there's peace? You know what I mean, he's having a good time. Like, do you provide that? You know what I'm saying? And that goes back to a man wanting you outside of sex. If a man wants to hang out with you outside of sex, it's because you offer something outside of sex. And a lot of women is not offering that.
Yeah. And I think we all have met women that actually have brung value to it. Like, we could see the value in them. It's just unfortunately, you know, you got to do a good amount of vetting to find these women. So again, I do want to, a lot of these times, these direct, you know, shaming tactics are all projecting, right?
Yeah.
So on the other end, I do want to play some clips of women out their own mouths, unprovoked. You know, I love to say that, unprovoked, saying what they only value.
They stay triggered.
Saying what they only value men for. And I want to get into.
Just what? I'm curious.
I want to get into those clips.
Oh. You know, mother.
And another thing, if you're not making more money than me, I don't want to la 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 la. I don't want to hear you. 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 Please.
I'm not listening to man. I'm so sorry. How much money does your company make a year? Like, I think that's the question. Like if I'm listening to you, like, the paycheck needs to match the advice you're giving me.
I wanted to play these clips, and there's a million clips of women only valuing men
for sure,
their money and what they could provide financially, what kind of lifestyle they could provide them. So it's okay for women to only value men for, something like materialistic or whatever they can. Not even them themselves. You just value the money they have or what they can provide you. But then now you up in arms because you going around saying that men don't value women they only value them for sex. It's like y'all do the same thing, but reverse with men. It's not a sex thing. It's a financial thing. It's a materialistic thing.
But somehow we always sympathize for them when they get their heart broke.
I want to say they damn, I don't. I hate sounding like this, but it's like, yo, you brought it on yourself. Cause now you hear women saying that, oh, you can't get the cat unless you pay for something of mine. So what is that equating to?
You're selling that
saying for what? Money. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, at the end of the day, you're setting the standard for what you're giving away. And we're meeting that standard. So
they mad at Diddy, but they would have been right there in the parties if Diddy would have offered them the money. Like, you know what I mean?
And they still will today.
I told Eli, man, they gonna be at that party, man.
I ain't gonna front. I watched the reaction video. Yeah. It sound like you gonna be at them parties too.
Oh,
you.
Oh.
Okay. He's slipping and sliding with the baby oil. Like, yeah.
I ain't gonna say you in the same room with him, but you gonna see what's up.
Nah.
You may, hey, yo, Playboy, I like that smile, Playboy.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Knowing him, he might creep in there. I'm like,
yo, man, let us know your thoughts on these reaction videos. Do men only value women for their bodies? Do women only value men for their money? Like, I don't know. Let us know. Y'all
Can I ask y'all a question real quick though?
Yeah.
Is it wrong if that's all she's offering? Like, I can't.
But then
you can't answer that. You can't ask men that question if that's all on the tape. That, you know what I mean? That's the only thing she offering.
True.
Ladies, let us know outside of box. What else are y'all offering? Like, you know, like, maybe I don't know. Maybe y'all got a compelling answer for us. Let us know in the comments, man. I'll be in the comments looking to see if y'all got a good enough answer, man. As always,
I might be looking in the comments. You know what I mean? Everybody that got a real answer, I might be sliding in the DMs. You know what I'm saying? If they got a real answer, you know what I'm saying? Oh,
nah.
Why y'all making that face for? Like,
I can't say nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to settle down out here. She good. You know what I mean?
If he going in your DM, he just trying to make you a BM. And that's bars, by the way.
Why would you say that to the beautiful?
Because if she still like it, she's dumb. So you know what I'm saying.
We going off rail right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, anyway, man, send us some clips, man. If y'all got any clips y'all want to react to, shoot us across on social media, Dailyrapupcrew. You can hit one of us on social medias, link in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, man. We drop new content every day on this channel. Hit the notification bell to stay up to date. Join the YouTube membership and our Patreon, man. We got a lot of content going on over there, a lot of live streams, a lot of exclusive reactions. Like, you know, listen, the teleprompter is coming. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm there, man. And that's a wrap, man. We see y'all in the next video.
Get them followers up for us. Share it to a friend, motherfucker.
He was on point that one, man.